What up, peeps? Tony Baker here, back with another movie review. This time I'm reviewing the horror film Talk to Me. It's on the indie, low budget front. Horror movies, man. I've said this before in several reviews, but horror movies can be really good with a minimal budget. That's the beauty of horror films. You can just find a gem just out of nowhere and be like, yo, that was really well done. You don't need big name actors. You don't need none of that. Just a good premise. And this movie has a great premise. It's directed by the Filippo brothers, some Australian twins that have apparently been going viral for a while, making some dope YouTube videos. So now this is their feature film debut. It's a good debut. This movie is about, we be bored as teenagers. We just gonna do whatever. And so teenagers get a hold of this embalmed hand, and you sit it on the table and you grab the hand. They light the candle, you grab the hand and say, talk to me. When you say talk to me, a spirit is on the other end of that hand. And then you be like, all right, I'm gonna let you in. And then that spirit enters your body. And so now that spirit is living within your body for a little bit. Now the timing is important. If you stay under for too long, all hell's gonna break loose. So you gotta get out of there quick. You gotta let go of that hand. You gotta blow the goddamn candle out. That's the key. But they turned this into some kind of fun party game. We were bored as teenagers. We were just bored. Cause I remember when I was a teenager, we played this game with pencils. It was just a pencil game, and you take 6 pencils, unsharpened, unused, and you hold them kind of like each person holds it like a field goal post. So you got one here and then 2 facing this way. So you bring the pencils together like this with the other person. So you like that. And then you ask questions, and then the pencils will give you an answer. It was like, man, I was a skeptic. I was like, man, that don't work. And when we were asking the questions, the pencils were really moving up, down. They would go out or in, and each direction meant a different thing. Up meant yes, down meant no, inside meant it didn't know, outside meant it's getting upset or whatever. We were playing this game. And I'll never forget, we were playing it one time, and a window just broke in my friend's apartment. And then when we looked out the window, there's nothing but open field back there, so we were just like, the hell is going on? That was the last time I played. That was the last time I played the pencil game. I was like, all right, you know what, I'm good. I think I might have played it years later, like kind of recently, but back then. But this game, you like talk to me and you see a spirit there, you're like, let me in, and then they really going in you. Eyeballs are getting wide. It's a crazy experience. So they turn this into a full game. Terror and horror and scary shit ensues, of course. Spirits that they see, they're not in the best of shape. They look like they had a rough death. I don't know what's going on. So I guess if you hanging out on the other side, if you hanging out to oblige this little silly party game, you probably wandering around as a spirit. So Mia, the main character, she's kind of a lost soul herself. So, I think that's what drew her to even playing the game. And then all hell breaks loose. The key to this movie is a dope, scary premise like that, but also the character development. Like, as soon as the movie comes on, it's like rapid fire. Like, it moves at a fast pace, but it's very, like, character driven. So now you're setting up these characters. Now we care about the characters, which is important to me in a horror film. We care about the characters. They feel real. They feel 3-dimensional. And I feel like I'm really looking at a slice of life. And everybody's Australian, so we're in Australia. So I'm just like, all right, this is a dope experience. I don't know any of the actors, except for Miranda Otto, who plays the mom of one of the kids. That's the only face I recognize. So I feel like when horror movies have actors that I'm not familiar with, it helps me to get into it and believe what's going on. Now, if you're too much of a big star, I'll be like, all right, ain't nothing gonna happen to you. This is that and the third. I'm thinking about your other movies. But when I come in like this with fresh actors, even though they might have a resume, I've never seen them. And so now I'm all in. I'm like, yo, this is real. This is real. Everything that's happening is real. It's all going down to all that really happened. The hand really exists. So, great premise, dope visuals, creepy moments. I got no complaints. Now, I'm like, yo, would you do this? Would you play this game? I might. I don't know. But forget all that. You want to know the smooth jazz review of Talk to Me? Well, here it is. Oh, yeah. I'm giving Talk to Me. I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5. Because I really have no complaints. For the genre, it served its purpose. It gave me dope acting. Once again, horror movie acting is top notch. Once again, it gave me creepy visuals. I thought about it later on. I was thinking about the movie and what I saw later on. So it just checked all the boxes as a horror film. So I really got no complaints. 4.5 saxophones out of 5. Would I play the game? Teenage Tony? Because I'll say this, I punked out on the Ouija board. I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. I watched them do it at the party, and then the candle just blew out on its own. I was like, we was out. We was out. So at the end of the day, I'm a punk. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, punks stay alive. That's fact. All right, that's my review for Talk to Me. Let me know what you thought of the movie in the comment section below. It made $10 million over the weekend, which you might think is small, but for a low-budget horror film from an independent film company, $10 million is good. I think that's the second highest opening gross they had for that particular film company. I think Hereditary holds the crown. This is definitely an unnerving movie. It's cringy, because I was squirming. I was squirming a few times watching this movie. I was Squirms McGee. I'm sure the people behind me was like, man, he's squirming. I was squirming. Go check it out, man. If you like horror films, get your ass in the theater and see it, man. It's one of the best films of the year, in my opinion. But let me know what you thought in the comment section below. And would you play the game? I want to know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, we out here.